Hello and welcome to the second video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about my meditation techniques, and I'm going to give you a tool, a meditation tool that you can use, technique, and then just talk some more about general practice of meditation. I think that one of the great things about meditation is the improvements that it makes in your life, and they're subtle, but they're big. And you'll just look around one day, and you'll see a whole new set of circumstances, and a lot of that, I think, is to the peace that you've cultivated. Just 10 or 15 minutes of it every day. Because here's what I believe about meditation. Life is tough, especially these days. It's emotional. There's a lot. It's like a roller coaster every day of emotions, ups, downs. Well, meditating takes you neither up nor down. It takes you to the center. So the day may take you way up or way down, but it can only take you but so far if you started that day at the center. So yes, you will still have troubles in your life, but you won't be dragged as far if you meditated. And I think it's great to, when you meditate, to set an altruistic intention, and that is, for me, I think I'm meditating for all the people that will have to deal with me today or in my life. And that expands out to so many people. If you think, like, if you've cultivated a little good energy in the morning or in the evening or whenever, you're giving that to everybody you come in contact with, consciously or subconsciously, with the words and actions, or even energetically. So and to set that unselfish intention before you meditate can be very powerful. So please do that. The other thing I want to talk about is having a space to meditate. The same space every day. You might call it a sacred space, an altar, just a quiet place. The idea is that you go there again and again every day, and maybe there are a few things, a few items there that help put you in into that spiritual mood. I'll show you mine very quickly. Mine is pretty simple. I have a candle, little Jesus, Buddha, some other things that have significance to me, and that's it. Very simple. And then I sit on a little stool with my back straight, and I go there every day. And when you have a place, it almost like it pulls you towards it. It starts to get its own gravity, because it's like I don't have to figure out where to go. You just find yourself, whoop, boom, hard day, you'll find yourself, let me just go meditate. It's there, it's ready for me. So do that. Make that little place for yourself. You'll be glad you did. And then also, I think it's great to have a journal right nearby, because you get what I call revelations when you meditate. And these are big pieces of wisdom that seem to come from deep within, and they are your life's instructions. So write those down just after you meditate, before you forget them, and that is your own personal scripture. I mean, if it's coming from a meditative state, it is very true. It is who you are, and it needs to be acknowledged. And that leads me to a revelation I had in my last meditation, which was that you have to ask yourself, there's things that people do to you in your life that really piss you off, and it seems that, and everyone has a certain thing that really pisses them off that people do, and you say to yourself, oh, why do people always do this to me? Whether it's being judged or being ignored, that's what it is for me, being ignored. I get so pissed off when people ignore me, and it just drives me nuts. So here's the question you have to ask yourself. Whatever your thing is that people are always doing to you that pisses you off, ask yourself, am I doing to myself the thing that when other people do it to me, it pisses me off? Do I do that thing to myself, that thing that pisses me off so much when other people do it to me? And when that question washed over me, yes was the loud answer. And it's so true. I hate being ignored, and yet I had been ignoring myself, my soul, my spirit, my real had been giving me instructions all along, and I had just been ignoring it. ignoring them, pretending they weren't there. So when I kind of realized that, oh, I'm doing, the reason I hate it in other people is because I'm doing it to myself. And awareness is the first step in taking care of it. And another thing about self-love that I learned in my last meditation, which I'll share with you, is if you can think of somebody who you love undeniably, imagine that person in your head right now. Who do you truly love? For me, the first person that comes into mind is my 10-month-old Maya. She's really cute, and I love her without a question. So here's what I want you to ask yourself. Can you love yourself as much as you love that person? Can you love yourself as much as you love that person? Take 3 breaths on that. Can you love yourself that much? Great. Now this technique I'm going to leave you with, I'll talk a little bit about it and then we'll just get into it. The video will end. Please keep the meditation going if you can. As long as you have time to do this meditation, please do it. Today I'm going to teach you how to work with a mantra, and this is a simple mantra. And the way the mantra works is it is your focal point. As I mentioned earlier, meditating, you become the quiet observer, and your thoughts may interrupt, but it just always helps to have something to anchor you back into focus, into peace, into clarity. And a mantra can be great for that, especially if you're out somewhere, you don't have headphones or anything to kind of block out the noise, or you don't have a candle or something to visually focus on. This mantra can help you, and this is a simple one, and it's Ahom. So all you're doing is repeating Ahom and focusing on the sound of the words if you're saying it, or just on the mental image of if you don't want to say it out loud. Ahom. Ahom. And as you Ahom, as you do it for long enough, the meditative state will just come to you. Now, Ahom. You might find yourself getting distracted again. That's fine. Don't get upset about it. Return to focus on the mantra. Ahom. Ahom. So first, sit up straight if you would. Take a big exhale. Follow that with an inhale. Twice more. All right, close your eyes, clear your mind, and repeat with me. Ahom. 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 Hold the peace. If thoughts come back, return to the mantra. Ahom. 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 Keep this up for as long as you have time for.